Thailand to teach English to elementary age kids. And everyone said Thailand is the place to go, especially at this age. It's cheap, it's fun, the people are great, they're very accepting of every culture. There's no reason not to. It's got some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. It never gets below 70 degrees. It does get really hot, which I'm kind of worried about, and the bugs, I'm sure, are the size of my head. But Thailand, that is not a really good place to make money. It's probably the lowest wages I could find out of any country, but I'm going there for the experience. And I could have gone to China and in a year came back with 25 grand in the bank. But I chose Thailand. I'm probably not gonna have any savings after it. My girlfriend is going with me. They hired us, the same school hired us as a couple, and they were kind of worried about that because we're not married, but it's kind of a chance we're taking. We guaranteed them that we wouldn't cause problems. If we did have problems in our relationship, we would work it out. So I met people that have taught English before, and they said, "You love to travel? Well, here's a way to travel for free and make decent money." They gave me some websites and just some ideas, and they said just go explore. They didn't tell me where exactly to go. They said here's some websites that will list jobs. You have to find out what you're interested in because there's a whole world out there. They can't really tell you everything. Dave's, ESL, Cafe. That's where I found my job. I'm working at a school called Super English Language School. On this website, Dave's ESL Cafe, they have job postings, and some of them say apply here, some of them say go to our website and check it out, see what you think. That one said go to our website and check it out, and I had to actually go to their website and apply through their website, not where I found. The Super English website had a list of questions. I had to answer about 10 questions. It was probably about 5 to 6 pages worth of typing. Why do you want to come here? What's your experience? Why should we consider you? Where have you traveled before? Just kind of like an interview, like an unofficial interview that you're typing. It was a list of questions. I typed it up on a Word document and then emailed it. Within a week. They said, it sounds like you guys are very thorough and interested. Though on the postings they usually say, like, some will say salary, some will say benefits, some will say what you'll be doing, how many hours, the qualifications. Luckily my job did not require anything except a bachelor's degree. I looked on some other sites, but this one really hit home with me. The guy that opened up the school is actually from Kentucky. He's American. He employs mostly Americans, some people from the UK. He told us to schedule an interview with him on Skype, and it took about 2 weeks to figure out a time because their time is exact opposite of ours, so 12 a.m. here is 12 p.m. there. We woke up about 8 o'clock in the morning and had to get everything set up in our room. Well, we overdid it, just like we overdid our review questions, but there's nothing wrong with that because it got us the job. I wore a shirt and tie. My girlfriend wore a very nice dress. I tied it back just like it is now. He still doesn't know that I have dreads. He knows that I have long hair, and he said as long as I can look presentable, which he said how I looked in the chat was, or the Skype interview was fine. But I found it really funny that we got on Skype and I'm sitting here in a shirt and tie, and it shows him in a Quicksilver t-shirt and flip-flops and gym shorts. So it just kind of shows how relaxed that culture really is. And that was another thing that it was very exciting to me. The interview was about 2 hours. It was really us asking him questions. That's what he wanted to hear from us. What we were curious about, what we expected out of the experience, and what were our concerns. And he told us some of his concerns. Actually, one of his biggest concerns was, I hope you don't mind spicy food, because the food over here is very spicy and most people that come over here have a problem with that. We were about to end the interview. He said, is there anything else you want to ask? And we said no, that's about it. And I was like, well, I'll let you go to bed because your family's obviously, you have your family to take care of. I'm sure you worked all day. And he's like, well, I'm really not doing anything. My kids are asleep. We can continue the interview. He's like, it took us long enough to get this together, so if you guys want to keep talking, we can. And from then on, it just turned into conversation. It wasn't really an interview. We were pretty much just learning from him, and he was learning about us. So interview, talk, chat, whatever you want to call it, we were learning about each other, just getting more comfortable and acquainted. It was a long deal, and 2 hours into it, he finally just said, well, the teaching positions are yours if you want them. And we were not expecting that at all. We were expecting a longer process. And he said it usually is a longer process, but I guess he just liked us, liked that we were real with him. They usually only do anywhere from 6-month to 2-year contracts. We only signed a 1-year contract. I'm working 25 hours a week too. I'm not working full time, which is great. So it gives me plenty of time to explore. I'm living in a different country and I only have to work 25 hours a week straight out of college. So they said, you're here to teach them how to deal with the language. I'm gonna be making, my salary ranges because I get paid hourly, and you get paid for what you work over there. So if classes get canceled, I don't get paid. If I pick up extra classes, I will get paid for them. I get paid for the classes that I teach at my school, 250 baht per hour, which is a little over $8 an hour, which isn't a lot. Salary is going to be between 25,000 baht and 30,000 baht, so that's about $850 to $1,000 a month. I'm hoping to put at least $500 of that in the bank every month, so I can use it for traveling. I don't have to pay rent, I don't have to pay utilities. Really the only thing I'm going to pay for is transportation and food, and that would honestly, the cost of living over there, you can eat off $2 a day, and that would be eating out 3 times a day. A plane ticket over there, that's it. And then they pay your flight back once you complete the contract. There's different options. I can live in the section housing, which I'm gonna just live with American teachers. And there's a 5-bedroom house, and then there's a 6-bedroom house. And they told us, me and my girlfriend, we would each get a room wherever we decided to stay. We share the common rooms like the living room, the kitchen, the balconies, the backyard, and the porch. We have, our school offers free Thai courses. That's another benefit. There's a whole list of benefits that we get for working where I work. Free Muay Thai boxing lessons. I would be more myself, more relaxed. I guess I was way too nervous. It was my first time interviewing, and luckily I got the job on the first time around. He just seems like a friend. He's not really a... That's another thing about America. Most bosses I've had here are just breathing down your neck. You're not comfortable around them. This guy seems more like a friend, and I have a list of all the employees that work for him, all the other teachers and the office aides. I can contact any of them and ask them any question. I'm going to be working with other Americans who have very similar mindsets as me. But they're very honest with you. Like I said, they're all Americans. They have no reason to lie to you. They're all in my situation where they want to get out of America and go see how other parts of the world function. My parents weren't ecstatic about me doing this, but I'm almost 22 years old. It's my life. I'm an adult. I'm responsible. They trust me to make great decisions, and now they're very excited for me. Now that they see how I've planned everything out. The biggest personal reason is student loans, and that's what my girlfriend is battling with right now. The other one is just fear of the unknown, which I think is stupid, because if you live in a little bubble your whole life, you're gonna live in that little bubble your whole life. And if you do, enjoy it. I got a whole world to go see. Wanting to open my mind up. I want to see things differently. I want to experience different ways of life, because I know the American culture is not the only one out there.